3:10 to start. Racing first out the inside was Homebush Flutie, Homebush Stormy out wide. Up there too was Opawa Bear, who now pushes up. Wider out is Gold Star Lincoln. Then came Brian Baxter. Last three now Uncle Jock, Homebush Bow and Eskimo Chill up to the turn. Favourite Opawa Bears slipped them away and off and gone by about 4. Homebush Flutie will be second. Third to go by Homebush Stormy, Uncle Jock fourth and Brian Baxter. Next to go by would have been Eskimo Chill, Gold Star Lincoln and Homebush Bow pulling up at the tail. Racing. First out there was Homebush Kaka, runs to a clear lead. Favourite Distinctive Miss starts to run now. Kinetic Shadow there. Wider out on the track, African Violet. Followed further back there by Bing Bong, who hugs the rail. Back was Somersault, African Violet on the drift now with Homebush Pansy. Up they come. Homebush Kaka's in front, chasing hard Kinetic Shadow. Homebush Kaka beats Kinetic Shadow. Distinctive Miss fair again. Followed across then by Bing Bong. African Violet back in the field, Somersault. And last in Homebush Pansy. Ready. Racing. Pat Tarmer out pretty well, along there with Homebush Ivana, who rallies the speed. Homebush Coaster out wide and No Courtesy. Pat Patterson and Forbury Flyer trying to get handy into the first bend. Dropping the tail, No Courtesy now with No Darling. Into the back they go. Pat Tarmer opens them up now by 6 on Homebush Ivana. Call Me Soon nice and handy. Then Pat Patterson 2 or 3 back. Forbury Flyer starting to run now. No Darling, but miles away with No Courtesy. And last of all, tailed off Homebush Coaster on the turn. Pat Tarmer's away. Charging home is Call Me Soon. And still there Homebush Ivana, but Pat Tarmer wins easy. Second across Homebush Ivana, Call Me Soon third, and No Darling massive into fourth. Next to go by No Courtesy, who ran home strongly. Further back Pat Patterson, Forbury Flyer, and Homebush Coaster. He stopped being interested halfway round. Racing, she stood there and missed it. Opawa Sophie. First out the inside, Trendy Blake. Awesome Annie, and up there, Handy 2 is Opawa Val. Into the first bend they go. Out wider is Miss Blue Sky. Opawa Sophie starts to run, but very wide. Back to the inside is Fancy No Mackay. Second last Heritage Watch, and last of all, Light Thor. Down the back they go. In front still Trendy Blake. 2 lengths, Awesome Annie. Fancy No Mackay stuck to the rail. Wider at Opawa Val. Opawa Sophie. Further back, Heritage Watch, Miss Blue Sky. Up they come. Trendy Blake still in front. Trying hard, Fancy No Mackay. Trendy Blake beats Fancy No Mackay. Heritage Watch late for third, followed in by Light Thor. Opawa Sophie never in it. Back in the field, Awesome Annie, Miss Blue Sky, and Opawa Val dropped out of it as well. And racing. First out from about centre field there was Ghost, but quickly headed off now though by Opawa Richie. Coco Bango up there early too. Ryan Gold, there's a charge. Something's got to give. Coming around in front, Opawa Janet now. Over Opawa Richie gets the second, then Ryan Gold. 2 or 3 back, Ghost, Coco Bango. Back to the inside, Opawa Faith, and tailed off No Tinkerbell and Subterfuge across the top. Still in front is Opawa Janet. 2.5 clear of Opawa Richie. Ryan Gold. Round the outside is Ghost, will run home strong, but Opawa Janet in front. Opawa Richie down the outside. Opawa Richie will beat a photo. Opawa Janet, Ryan Gold, who knocked up late. And right there too was Ghost. Followed across then by Opawa Faith. Back in the field, Subterfuge ran past a couple. No Tinkerbell. And back there also Opawa Faith. the program. Racing, standing there and missing it, Corborn Paddy, Superbad blows to the lead there from Opawa Blinky, his nibs round the outside, 2 or 3 back, Corborn Paddy, getting around that Idle Star, well back in the field, Sozens Blue, Opawa Crusade and Homebush Banker got tangled up, but Superbad is off and gone, Opawa Blinky heads to chase there with his nibs, getting the prize, Superbad will beat his nibs, Opawa Blinky maybe third, in front of Idle Star, they were well superior to the rest, headed in by Sozens Blue, Corborn Paddy, Opawa Crusade and Homebush Banker got tangled up on the first bend. Set for the 7th. Racing, first out from the outside was Frosty Action, but hunting up Matchsticks round the outside, getting handy to Opawa Sheldon. Then came Lucky Sunday, where's the gold off the track, Royal Action dropping to the tail, Paddy the Baker, up to the turn and Frosty Action, coming after it is Matchsticks, but Frosty Action 2 in a row, beats Matchsticks, third to go by Opawa Sheldon, where's the gold was 4th, followed in behind those by Lucky Sunday, back in the field Royal Action and last in Paddy the Baker. Ready? Racing, first out Homebush Riley out wide, headed off though by Southern Affair. Game controllers to run to the leader. Up the inside is Adjudicator. Further back in the field there, Putico, Bolt, Verbena. So now Southern Affair's gone right back to the tail and up ahead of that Homebush Riley checked out of it. Up they come. Favourite scores, Game Controller. Go for the minors. Putico, Bolt flying home will knock off Adjudicator. Verbena 4th. In a strange race. Further back on crossing, Joey Baxter, Homebush Justine. Homebush Riley checked out of it by Southern Affair, who will be last. Ready? Racing, Spring Sam just out fair today. First out was Flaming Sam Booker to run to the lead. Coming forward is Corborn Palmer. Up there early now is Mystic Action as Spring Sam pushes it on the inside. 2 lengths away, Avalanche City out wider as Opawa Cheviot. Well back in the field now is Mystic Action. 2 at the tail, Fab Action and Wymack down the back. Spring Sam's got to the lead now. Over Corborn Palmer, round the outside, Opawa Cheviot. Then came Avalanche City getting past the tiring Flaming Sam Booker. Up they come. Spring Sam, Opawa Cheviot trying to get him. Spring Sam wins again over Opawa Cheviot. Corborn Palmer next to go by Avalanche City, followed back then by Mystic Action, Fab Action, Wymack, and up there early but last in Flaming Sam Booker. Racing Epic Dream comes out running along there with Botany Allen. No Scholar hunting up the inside is nice and handy. As to his Gold Star Dallas around the first bend they go. Favourites got to the lead. Into 5th spot now is Majestic Action, who copped a bit of a squeeze. Back in the field is John Snow Lives. No Scholar now on the drift. And last of all, Opawa Norris down the back. Epic Dream out by 3 lengths on. Corborn Britty, who runs to a clear second. 2 lengths away, Botany Allen break off in the field. John Snow Lives further back. No Scholar. Up they come. Epic Dream still in front and she's going to score. Epic Dream will beat Corborn Britty. Home third, Botany Allen was brave. Next in, John Snow Lives spotted across Opawa Norris. Back on crossing would have been No Scholar, Majestic Action and Gold Star Dallas. Racing Wheelchair Norm comes out pretty well on there with Puma Pants and seeking backs to the inside. Wider out is Chainbow off the track. Homebush Flame further back there. Mr. Marino, Paul Wahimo, and going back to last now. Homebush Flame, but Norm's off and gone. The interest in the minors. Wheelchair Norm is going to score easily. Seeking Baxter up for second. Third to go by Mr. Marine from Speedy Blue Blood. Puma Pants not today. Back in the field would have been Opawa Wahimo. Back also would have been Homebush Flame and Chainbow. The last of them in. Off, first out the inside was Southern Mist, out wider Homebush Sloan, they match strides up the inside as Gold Star Studer out wider, no knowing Birdie T trying to get around them. Deeper out too is No Respect, Sarcasm's well out of the race and easing back, Nipper of Sambuca on the turn, Southern Mist still in front of Birdie T who tries hard, Southern Mist, Birdie T got her, Birdie T beats Southern Mist and Homebush Sloan up for third. Next to go by No Respect, Sarcasm late, back in the field would have been Gold Star Studer, no knowing, and Nipper of Sambuca. Racing, first out there was Torborn Sandy, runs to the lead, coming after it though is Ginger Rules. Mr. Bear now finds the rails out wider on the track is Crazy Sunday. Further back Opar Willeen meet Mr. Bear's all over the place. Further back Homebush Jericho. Back is Homebush Clinton, Deborah Bay on the turn in front, Ginger Rules. Storming home Corborn Sandy. Ginger Rules beats Corborn Sandy and Mr. Bear. Next to go by Crazy Sunday. Further back on crossing Homebush Jericho, Opar Willeen meet. Back with Homebush Clint and Deborah Bay's pulled up a margin behind them.